Everybody, my name is Robert Jones. This will be my first video for YouTube. I wanted to start out my channel by telling a story that I personally came up with. My story is about an actual creature that was sighted, but it is fictional. So, without further ado and me yapping, here we go. Me and my friend were traveling down this deserted road toward the woods behind our house. My friend said that he was coming home one day from a day in the woods, like both of us do all the time. Sometimes alone, sometimes together. It just depends on what happens. He told me as he was coming down the road, he saw something out in the woods. He didn't know what it was. He told me it had 3 legs. It looked kind of like a dog, but a hell of a sight uglier. So, I went with him to check it out. Me being safety conscious and somewhat of an idiot, I had my .22 pistol strapped to the side of my leg. Now this is before all these new gun laws came in. And, well, now they got gun laws that you can't even carry those without protection permits. So, here we are, we're going down the road, not thinking, being idiots ourselves, just pedaling as fast as we can on our mountain bikes. My friend yells back to me because he's like 20 feet in front of me. He yells, "Here it is right here." And he about wipes out on the dirt road trying to stop. I stopped too, but I stopped easier than him. He points toward a tree, and the tree is practically torn down because of the amount of damage it took. My friend said he saw the creature there, and it was actually sharpening its claws, and it was very recent when it happened. I told him, "Are you sure you didn't see a bear?" He said, "Yes, I'm sure I didn't see a bear because I know what a bear looks like. I've seen them in these woods several times, and this was not a bear." He was very adamant about what it was. He said it was a creature that he has no idea what it was. Me being a hunter as I am, I tracked into the woods with him, and I tracked the creature. This creature's footprints were odd because I've never seen them before. They looked almost like really big bird prints. And I naturally followed them with my friend behind me. We kept following them and kept following them and kept following them till we heard this horrific screech. I mean, this bone-chilling, memory-scarring screech that only the devil himself could make. We ducked behind a tree and kept peeking out to look around and see what it was. We couldn't see it at all, but we kept hearing it screeching. So we kept moving closer to the screech, being young and dumb as we were, until we finally saw it. My friend was right. This thing had 3 legs, looked sort of like a dog, but there was an extra feature that really got my attention. And it was that it had extra appendages on its chest. So we get down there to it, and we're watching it, and it's just screeching and screeching and screeching. Both of us are frozen and watching in horror at this thing because we don't know what it is. We decide finally we've had enough of watching it, and we try to move, and as luck would have it, my friend steps on a twig. This thing turns its big head toward us, looks at us with these bright red eyes that are almost as red as this fire is orange, and just lets out this blood-curdling roar. Not a screech, a roar. Both me and my friend started running as fast as we could, this thing hot on our tails, almost grabbing hold of our heels. I pull my gun and I start firing, and I'm missing every shot. Finally, about the fourth shot, I hit it. But it didn't seem affected by the 22, and I hit it right in the nose. It was almost like the bullet had just hit it and went through it, but didn't affect it at all. We kept running and running and running. We finally got to our mountain bikes and took off. This thing's still in hot pursuit, but it didn't keep in hot pursuit for long because it just couldn't keep up with us. Me and my friend went back home and we started telling our dad everything that happened. Our dads.